Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another Dad Reacts video. Martin, it's the end of the week.
Woo!
We made it. Another week down. Another week older.
And we haven't been bombed by Russia.
Not yet.
So winner dinner.
Yeah, how you doing, mate?
All good, all good.
If you are watching on YouTube, please do hit the like, subscribe button. This is a brand new channel that we set up just for our gibberish rants.
We're sponsored by
Manscaped. Yeah, the podcast, I suppose. Well, the main podcast is sponsored by Manscaped. This one, not so much. But even still,
nice smelling balls.
Yeah, if you're not nice for the balls. Yeah, but yeah, so you all good, mate? Yeah, all good.
Yeah, what about you?
Yeah, fucking good, mate. Yeah, actually really good. So obviously I had COVID the last couple of weeks. I had neurovirus, then COVID, and now, sorry, I had my head split open. I got neurovirus, then I had COVID. I actually feel great now.
Well, I mean, I don't even know what to say to that.
Yeah, I feel great. I'm back at the gym. Yeah.
Been to school, did a
little going back. Yeah, I've been talking. That's what I've been doing this week. Went to talk to a school kids.
I know, check you out,
mate. That was a real. Not, I want to say like I've made it moment. I haven't, but like, do you know what I mean? Like,
mate, you should be proud of yourself to be asked. It's a good thing. It's, you know, the school.
I really enjoyed it as well, though. You know, like genuinely. Do you know? It's funny. The first question. Guess what the first question was?
What football team do you support?
How much money do you earn?
What did you reply? Fucking loads.
Oh, I am considerably wealthier than Yao.
Yeah.
No, I didn't. I said, I just told them what you could earn in my industry, what people can earn if they do well, and the average earnings. So yeah, I didn't want to be like, yeah, I do this. But no.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's good. Hopefully they'll have me back.
The cash. So,
what are we talking about today? Do you know what, mate? Like, I've got this is a bit of a sad one, really. And I haven't really got a lot to say on it other than I just wanted to really talk about it. But I thought we'd talk about Tom Parker.
Yeah.
Tom Parker, the kid from The Wanted, that passed away. 33.
33. So, you know, 6 years younger than me.
Hands up, everyone who knows me will know that I have what they call a terrible taste in music, but what I quite think is fantastic taste in music. But I love all the boy band stuff.
Do you?
Yeah. Oh, mate. Yeah. So like The Wanted. Well, I like them. I thought they were great.
My taste is eclectic. I'll be honest with you. My Spotify, I don't think there's any Wanted on there. But they're not a band that if it popped on the radio, I'd want to turn the radio station over. But it's heartbreaking. Yeah,
I remember hearing it a couple of years back. Well, October 2020 announced that he had an inoperable
brain tumor,
and you thought, what? Like 31? Like Jesus Christ! Because that type of cancer is usually happens to people over the age of 50. I think is the stats. Yeah. So yeah, when you hear that somebody so young, fit and healthy. And
you know, and he was a family man, 2 little kids, a wife.
Yeah.
So he wasn't, you know, out all the time. Or I can't imagine he was out all the time.
No.
Abusing his body, as we know that music stars do and have done.
Yeah.
But it just shows you that it can happen to anybody.
Northern boy as well, so he's from Bolton, just around the corner from me. Northern lad. His voice as well was so good because it was so defined. You know, when you heard his voice, who he was.
You knew his voice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. I saw a video earlier today of the band showing a bit of a collage of. Because he was 2 weeks ago on tour with them.
Yeah.
On stage.
Yeah.
You know, and when he found out what he had, he talked about it. He was open with it. He did a TV program.
Well, have you watched the TV
I
program?
haven't. No.
So I'm watching it. I've started it today after the fact, and it makes it so much worse actually to watch it, because like you're watching. I'm only halfway through, but like there's a in the first 20 minutes he has a chat with his doctor, and they talk about how it hadn't grown, so that was great news. It was stable, and obviously they're really happy and excited, and obviously you're watching it after the fact, so you know what.
Yeah.
What
well, I mean, it's not the same, but obviously my dad, God, how old was my dad? He was in his 50s, 50, 60, and he died from cancer. So, you know, and you when you get that, when you first get told that it's cancer, it's like a hammer to the chest, to the heart. It just hits you, and from that moment onwards, everything changes. Your outlook on everything changes around that person. And
he talked about that in the program. He talked about how he doesn't want to be treated differently, you know, because he's got an illness. They also said on that program that I'll have to get the name of it. So, July glioblastoma. Glioblastoma is what he's got, or what he had. But that apparently it grows 1.4% a day. It can do.
Wow.
Without treatment.
Yeah. I mean, I have to take my hat off to the guy for what he did and how he didn't let it beat him, because like some people just would shrink into themselves, and he had enough money. He would have had enough money to hide away from the world and stuff, but he chose not to, and that's
they did the Stand Up for Cancer show, didn't they, at the Royal Albert Hall to raise money for cancer. I think he'd always wanted to perform there. What a stunning venue as well, by the way. Royal Albert Hall. Where I think they got
you have to perform there for that.
But I think, you know, who else? There was McFly, Liam Payne, Ed Sheeran. Great lineup.
Yeah, I do like a bit of McFly. I've got to admit, them and Busted are definitely, I will admit, are on my
guilty pleasures.
My Spotify and guilty pleasures.
Yeah.
But obviously they're an older boy band, aren't they? The ones that are more recent-ish.
7 years ago they broke up.
Yeah. It flies by, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's 7 years. Well, that's like anything. You blink and life's gone. And in fact, that's partly what I was telling the kids at the school the other day. It's like, you know, when you're young, you think you're invincible and you've got ages, and next thing you know, it's a flick of the switch and you're 20 years older.
And on Tuesday, you're 40, you're 39, almost 40. And I don't
feel
like a day over 25. I'm still young, athletic, got full head of hair.
Have you looked in the mirror recently, mate?
Yeah, I think him like a very attractive Peter Griffin.
Yeah. But yeah, one in two people will get cancer in their lifetime.
Yeah, it's a horrible thing. Lots of people are being affected by it.
I guess though that stat is skewed a little bit, because I say fortunately, but like fortunately, what skews that stat is a lot of people that get like skin cancers and stuff that they can take out and stuff. So not 1 in 2 people die of cancer, obviously, but still, it's. He talks about it in the documentary, like, you know, 20 years, there's been hardly any progression in glioblastoma. God, I get it right.
Yeah.
There's been hardly any developments, and it's because it's such a rare form of cancer that it's almost like they go, I don't matter, forget, we'll look at something else.
Yeah, work on other things.
And like you mentioned before, like his kids, he's got a daughter and a son. His wife, who they've been together quite a long time.
Yeah, been a couple for a long time. It's a horrible thing. empathise, obviously, because I've been through it, obviously, with my dad.
Do you know what's amazing for the kids, though? Not as amazing as of being able to have him here, because that would be way better, of course.
Yes, massively.
But the fact that they get to, because he lived his life in the public eye and he was in a band, his kids will be able to see what he achieved and what he did and how he looked and how he performed. And, you know, that is a good thing.
And they will have a plethora of videos online to watch and look at. And they're also at an age as well where I'd probably say it's easier, because they're so young that they won't understand grief and pain as such as an older person. You know, they won't have regret and all these emotions that they've got to battle, that we battle with.
Yeah.
You know, it's a little bit easier. You know, obviously it can impact them upon later on in life, you know, mental health issues and stuff, but it's easier for them to process at such a younger age.
Yeah.
I think that's my
I suppose you could look at it the opposite way and say it would be a shame because they won't really have any memories of him.
That's the it swings and roundabouts, isn't it? Because it's the old conversation, isn't it? Would you rather know the day you're going to die or not know? Would you if somebody told you now?
It depends. If it was a long time in the future.
Well,
next Tuesday, mate. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah. would you want to know the exact date that you're going to die, the moment you're going to die? Would you want to know, or would you just want it to happen?
I'm never going to die anyway, so we'll never die. We'll never die. We'll keep the red flag flying high.
I mean,
I don't know. Let's not bring football into this.
Please don't.
Would I want to know? Yeah.
Would you?
Yeah, I'd rather. If you were saying to me, listen, you've got the choice. You can know when you're going to die. You're not going to know when you're going to die. And I go, right. I'm not. I won't know. There's. For every day beyond that, I'd be like, oh, what I know.
Yeah, but why?
I just would. I just my curiosity wouldn't allow me to not do anything.
I don't think I'd want to know, because I'd then have a countdown to when it's going to happen, and then I'd be worried that I'd be going forwards going, well, I know that next Tuesday from...
Well, it's like, I know this isn't real, but like in some of the films, like when you make a deal with Supernatural, a TV show I used to love, they made a deal with the devil, right? And the deal was you got everything you could ever want in life. So if you wanted to be a super famous actor, you'd be a super famous actor. But in 10 years, I'm coming for your soul. So you're going to die in 10 years. It's like, what would you take that decision? So if you could go, right, you can have 10 years living your very best life, everything you could ever want, but you're going to be dead in 10 years. What do you do?
Fuck. I'd want to... No, I wouldn't take it.
See, depends when you'd ask me, because if you'd have asked me at 21... I'd have probably gone, yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
But now,
having children.
Now I've got a little boy and I want to see him
grow up
and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, probably not now.
Yeah.
In fact, there's no probably. I wouldn't now. I definitely wouldn't. No. Don't offer me that deal.
Just in case he's tempted.
Yeah, I can resist everything but temptation.
And that's why you go out and get hit on the head.
Yes. But yeah, I just thought there's not really much to react to on that, but I just thought we'd have a little chat about it, talk about.
Yeah, it's a good one.
I'm watching at the minute. And it's just a bit of a sad thing that's happened this week.
Yeah, it's nice to talk about it as well, to be fair, because like it's everybody, like you say, 1 in 2 people are affected by it. And it's becoming more and more prevalent with in today's society that cancer affects people. And
what I might do actually, when I put this up on Facebook, you can put a charity tag to it. I'll put a cancer charity on it and see if anyone wants to donate to that.
Yeah, I just think with what's it's a horrible thing. I've been affected by it. I know how people feel. I don't know if you have ever.
I was thinking that in the car. I haven't.
Yeah. Well, look at us. We're 1 in 2. We had a statistic, and I wouldn't wish it upon anybody. Having to watch somebody fade away is one of the most soul-destroying things to ever go through.
Well, my mum died of MS, so it's not cancer, but it is something where you do wither away, and
watching them become not the person that you know.
Yeah,
it's something that's going to live with me for the rest of my life. Watching this proud man, crumble away. So I empathize with Tom's family and anybody else out there that's going through it. So.
Yeah. And what's the saying? Fuck you to cancer.
Fuck you, cancer.